¿cómo están ustedes? ¿Qué comiste anoche? ¿Dónde corriste ayer? ¿Y la semana pasada? ¿Quién escribió la tarea? We're talking about preterite today. In Spanish, there are two types of past tense. So we always designate that one's preterite and the other is imperfect. Let me explain the difference. Imperfect is something that's going on. It went on in the past. I don't know when it started. I don't know when it ended. That's imperfect. We'll hit it later in the semester at the end. Today, we're going to focus, though, on the preterite, this point in time. Something that happened in the past at a given time, at a given moment. So some of the vocabulary I'll use for it is things like anoche, anoche, last night, anoche, or ayer, yesterday, la semana pasada, last week, el fin de semana, pasado, last weekend. Anteayer is one I like because it's the day before yesterday, anteayer. So when I give you a specific moment in time and an action, and it's in the past tense, I'm going to be using this form that we're talking about today, the preterite. How do we form it? We've got our AR verb comprar, to buy, vender, to sell, and escribir, to write. When I want to take these in the yo form, all of them, if they're regular like these up here that we're talking about, are going to have an accent on them in the yo form. So I have compré, vendí, and escribí. Notice that the ER verbs and the IR verbs have the same ending. The same ending. For tú, compraste, vendiste, escribiste. Again, notice that the two forms for vender and escribir are going to be the same. And also note that all of them end in STE. All my two verbs in the preterite, when they're regulars, are going to end in STE. For él, usted o ella compró. Compró. But on my ER, IR verbs, it's EO. So compró, vendió, and escribió. And I have to have the accent. You've got to have the accent, or obviously the word means something different. Compró. Juan compró un libro anoche. Juan compró un libro anoche. So Juan compró un libro anoche. So last night, anoche, Juan compró un libro. He did it last night. That's how I would say it. For nosotros, it's the same in the past tense as it is in the present tense. So you've got to use words like anoche, ayer. All those other clues are going to tell you if you're in the past tense. Vender, vendimos. Escribir, escribimos. Nosotros escribimos la tarea anoche. We wrote the homework last night. Nosotros escribimos la tarea anoche. For comprar, and for ellos, compraron, no compraron, aron, vendieron, and escribieron. Notice that all of those in the ellos ustedes form, when in the preterite, have the RON on the end of it. Bien. Compraron el libro. Ella compró un vestido. La tienda vendió un vestido. Now then, let's look at a few irregulars that you're going to have here. Ones that end in AR, as in llegar, to arrive, buscar, to look for, and empezar. Because the AR verbs, when you give them their new ending, you're going to want to say llegar. But if I was to write yeg and put an E here, I'd have yej. Nobody's going to yej anywhere. You don't want to change the sound of the G. So you have to add a U. You have to add a U. Llegué. Otherwise that E is going to make it sound. So a verb that ends in G-A-R in the preterite has to have the U in when you switch it out. How about buscar? We want to keep the K sound. If I didn't have the K sound, I'd say buse. I bused me, look, my work. I bused me. No, that sounds so weird. So we're going to have, to keep the K sound, it changes to Q-U. Busqué. Busqué. I look for my keys. Busqué. This changes only in the yo form, because it's in the yo form in AR verbs that you have that E. Only to correct those. Z is always weird. So for empezar, we have M, and there's no stem change, but we do have to change the Z to a C. Empecé. Because it would be really hard to say empecé. It's empecé. So the Z changes to a C. Last thing, we've got verbs that end like leer and oír. When they change, they look really weird at first because it's leí, because they're an ER-IR verb. They're going to end in an I, but you have to have an accent on it, just like the other one. So leí, but in the nosotros form, they carry the accent in the nosotros form. So leí, leímos. Oí, oímos. Leíste, oíste. You've got to have the accent to sound it right. So leí, leíste, oí, oíste. Now watch what happens in the third person. So that you get the right sound, you have a Y that you put in there. So leyó, leyó, and that's going to stay over there in the plural also. For leyeron. Juan leyó un libro ayer. Los estudiantes leyeron la tarea. Yo oí un sonido. Yo oí el carro. I heard the car. Ustedes oyeron las instrucciones. You heard the instructions. So these are the regulars that we'll be working with also. Bien, pues tenemos preterito compré y so, compré, compraste, compró, compramos, compraron. Vendé, no, vendí, vendiste, vendió, so yo, vendimos, vendieron. Again, with escribir, it's going to end the same way as your verbs. Escribí, escribiste, escribió, escribimos, escribieron. Make sure that first person and third person has the accent marks, otherwise it will be not right. Bien? Ciao.